Hey everybody, my name is Justin Sachoka. Thank you so much for, I almost just said happy Friday. It's Tuesday. It's not even close to Friday, but I hope that you are wrapping up your day and you are enjoying the, here in Pennsylvania, beautiful weather. If you're getting dinner cooking or if you're grilling outside like I'm gonna be doing a little bit later on tonight, we have an awesome deal for you. So make sure you stay tuned in over the next hour because we're gonna dive into a big deal. And that big deal is gonna be all about the Apple iPad. If you are somebody who has been wanting to get an upgrade, you've been needing to get a better iPad than the one that you have at home, this is the 9th generation, and it's not just about the iPad and the plug like you would get anywhere else. We're gonna give you a ton of different accessories. Lots of choices for you on this. Let's go through your choices. We'll talk about the price. We'll show you everything that you're getting, and then we're gonna dive into all the fun that you can do on your brand new Apple iPad. Choice number one that you need to make is what color do you want in the iPad itself? This right here is that silver option. This is the classic silver that we've seen and loved since 2010 when it first was announced. This is the space gray option, and my own personal choice. This is the color of the iPad that I have at home. Now, the most limited amongst both choices is going to be the space gray. So if you're loving that, make sure that you put it in your cart and you check out because that is going to be the most limited choice. The other choice that you have to make now is how much space or how many gigabytes do you want in this? Two different options for you, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes. In a little bit, we're going to dive into exactly what each one is going to hold and who's going to be great for that one. Then as we come down the line here, this is gonna be your choice in the color accessory case. There's that beautiful blue that's gonna have the blue wireless earbuds. This is going to be your rose, and that has those nice rosy blush earbuds to it. I love this one. This one here is going to be our wine marble. Then we have our swirl with those hints of purple and a metallic purple Bluetooth headphone to that. This is your silver. And then finally here is going to be your black. If we come on over here, these are all the additional accessories that you're gonna get in this bundle as well. So not only are you getting the iPad and the carry case and the Bluetooth keyboard, you're also gonna get the travel accessory kit. So you can put all of your wires, your chargers, your stylus, pen, all of that right into here. We're gonna give you that stand that's gonna hold your iPad, a tempered glass screen protector. We're gonna show you how you put that on later on, but that's gonna help to keep this protected. And then finally, this is a big one, the iPad Services Suite 6. That's gonna have lessons to the Mac University. That's gonna have additional software, including Lifetime Movie Club. You're gonna get a couple of months to that. Video Maker Plus, Hotspot Shield Premium, you name it, it's in there. If you take a look at this and you add everything up for the 64 gigabyte, this should cost almost $1,000. And for the 256, it would be priced at about $1,149, but not here at our big deal price. Our big deal price today, it is going to be for the 64 gigabyte, ready for this? $399.98, available on 5 easy payments of 80 bucks. Also, then the 256 is going to be on sale for $599.98, available on easy payments of $120 for the next 5 months. If you want to make it even easier to break up the payments and bring it home, pick up our Q card. We have 12-month special financing for you, and if you pay that in full within those 12 months, you won't have any interest incurred at all. And if you split that up evenly, we're looking at about $33 and change or $49 and change for both the 64 and the 256. Now, the Apple iPad can do a whole bunch, and I want to dive into some of those things that you can do with that iPad. There is so much to love about this and so many reasons to upgrade to this bigger version. If you're somebody who has the Apple iPad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, this is going to be a bigger iPad for you. The screen is no longer 9.7 inches, but this is 10.2 inches instead. So we're talking about an upgrade for somebody who's going to be able to enjoy their photos, their videos, have more screen space to be able to make and type out papers or maybe work up and spruce up your resume. This is the place that you're going to go to in order to stream all of your TV shows. This is where you're going to be listening to your favorite albums from your favorite musicians because you have Bluetooth or built-in speakers and the capability to hook up Bluetooth speakers to this as well. There is just so much to do on an Apple iPad, and you get started on the home screen right here. So one thing you're going to notice as you look at this is there are a lot of different applications that are on here that you're probably very familiar with. Applications like things like the messages, you have Safari, music, you've got maps, photos. Do you have an Apple iPhone? Do you exist in that Apple universe? Because if you do, you'll notice all of these programs are identical and they're all in sync with one another as well. So anything that you do on your iPhone, anything you do on your MacBook actually syncs up to your iPad. We call it the Apple ecosystem. And once you're in that Apple ecosystem, everything is a seamless user experience. If you open up your iBooks and you start reading David's cookbook and you come over here and you stop on page 74, and then you open up your MacBook Air and you go to the same book, it's gonna take you to page 74, right where you left off. Everything with this is all designed to be simple and easy. It's intuitive, and that's the reason why you'll see so many times a 2-year-old or 3-year-old will pick up an Apple iPad and just like that, they know how to navigate it. They know how it works. If you're somebody who maybe has picked up technology before in the past and you get a little bit nervous with how to utilize it, what's nice about this is you just touch on a button and it takes you to a website. You swipe up and it brings you to the home screen. You open up your photos here and you can go ahead and push to the right or to the left to be able to see them and to scroll through them, or pinch and zoom in on that. And as you zoom in, look at the clarity of the screen. This is a reason why you want to upgrade to the Apple iPad 9th generation, is because of that unbelievable display. Look at how crystal clear that is. It's really quite incredible how far along these screens have come. And it's a moment where when you take it out of the box and you turn it on for the first time and you get a glance of that Apple iPad and you see that beautiful Retina display working for you, it really is that oh wow moment that I can't believe this is real life, that this is a tablet that's 10.2 inches that you can take with you on the go and be able to have that better clarity all the way across the board. What I love about this tablet is you can do so much with it and you can customize it to you. So the iPad that you're going to pick up today and that you're going to use at home is going to be completely different than the iPad that I use at home. I love my iPad for streaming. I love to watch TV shows. I go over to Apple TV Plus and I watch all my shows on there. I download things like HBO and Netflix or Spotify to listen to music, and I constantly streaming different content. And the reason why I picked up for me the 64 gigabyte was because of the streaming that I do. When you're streaming content, you're accessing that movie or that music or that photo via the internet, meaning you're not actually downloading it and putting it on to this physical tablet. But if you're somebody who likes to download, you like to have it there at your fingertips at all times, or maybe you're not somebody who's constantly in good internet, then you are a 256 gigabyte user. I think we might have a chart that actually breaks down the difference between the two of them, because when you take a look at the difference in which a 64 gigabyte can hold and what a 256 gigabyte can hold, it really is quite mesmerizing. The 256 gigabyte, when we're talking about different photos, for example, that's going to be able to hold about 104,000 photos on it. That's a lot of pictures that you're going to be able to store onto that tablet. But when we talk about the 64 gigabyte, about 26,000 photos. Now for me, I'm okay with 26,000 photos. I think I've got something like 17,000 on my phone, and I use my phone every single day. So for my tablet, which is something that I don't use as frequently, it's not in my pocket, it's always in my bag, but I'm not taking a ton of photos on it for myself, the 26,000 number is perfect. 21 hours of video versus 84 hours of video. And again, if you're streaming content, you're not dipping into that number. So I'm okay to get by with that 64 gigabyte number. But if you're planning on sharing this tablet with your family, if you're planning on handing this over to your children who are going to download a lot of different games that are going to have applications that take up a ton of memory, something like Minecraft, for example, that is an infinite world. Well, it's not an infinite number of memory. It takes up a lot of memory. So if that's one that your kids are using, upgrade to the 256, because while we have it here as this big deal at this big deal price, not only do we have amazing pricing on it, it's also not 4 times the price, but it is 4 times the memory. And so I do think that's a really great offer for you. Why don't we go through the offer one more time and show you some of the options that you have available to pick up here in the Apple iPad. First, you're gonna choose that 64 gigabyte or the 256 gigabytes of space that we just reviewed. Then here, this is your silver option in the iPad, and this is your space gray. The space gray option is incredibly limited, and it's the more limited of the two of them. This is the classic, so when the Apple iPad came out in 2010, this was the silver option that they had. This is the 9th generation, so it's grown up quite a bit, it's physically gotten better, bigger cameras, you name it, but we also offered a new color here in the space gray, and that one's really popular. Then you're gonna choose what color of the accessories you wanna bring home. Is it gonna be the blue with the blue headphones? If this is the one that you wanna go to, super limited in every choice that we have. Do not wait on that blue because I can't promise you that it's going to be here by the end of the hour. This is our rose option, and that rose option is going to come with those rosy headphones as well. And let me just show you those headphones really quick. They are wireless. The wire that you see is to go around your neck, but they are Bluetooth, so they don't have to actually plug in to this tablet. You're going to Bluetooth connect. Here is your wine marble. I love that red and pink and the little bits of yellow that go through that. This is gonna be the swirl option, that silver, or rather it's a little metallic in that purple that's on there. So nice and shiny. Here's your silver that's also gonna have a little bit more of a metallic silver headphone. And then finally, the black. Everybody, no matter what choice you pick, is gonna get all of this home as well. You're going to get the stylus pen, the cleaning cloth, the extension cable for your charger. You're going to get the stand for your iPad. It's gonna come with this travel case, which I am obsessed with because this you can take, throw in your bag, have everything organized right there, and it's gonna be that perfect companion with you on the go. The screen protector, which by the way, it's not a little piece of plastic that goes over top to prevent the dust. While it does to prevent dust, it is also going to protect that screen because it's a tempered glass. It's a second screen that goes on top of yours. And then this right here is our iPad Services Suite. That's going to give you a ton of different programs that you'll be able to use on your iPad on day one. We're giving you a ton of different software, a ton of different services, lots of accessories, and of course, the Apple iPad. But we're not charging you an arm and a leg for that. If you were to shop elsewhere and add all of this up together, you'd be spending about $1,000 for the 64 gigabyte with all the accessories. If we're looking at the 256, $1,149 is what that retail value would add up to. Our everyday price on the 64 gigabyte would be here at QVC $499, but we took $100 off for the big deal. That stands for before it's gone, and that blue is headed out the door. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of our $399.98 price point on this. It's available on 5 easy payments of $80. If you're brand new to the Q, easy payments where you could pay on your major credit card, and all you need to do is pay that $80 at first with the taxes, shipping, and handling. We're going to send you the iPad, and then every month you're just going to pay that $80, and in 5 months it's completely paid off. With the 256 gigabytes, that's at a price of $599.98, or on 5 easy payments of $120. In either case, if you have a Q card or if you don't, this is the reason why you get it, because every once in a while on items like this, we offer special financing. And today we have 12 months of special financing on your Q card. If you pay in full within those 12 months, you will have no interest whatsoever. And it breaks down to, if you did it evenly, $33.33 on your 64 gigabyte or $49.99 on your 256 gigabyte. So those are your options. Let's show you some of the features of this Apple iPad because it really is quite feature rich. This is the 9th generation. There are 10 generations of the Apple iPad, but I will be completely honest with you, that 10th generation, it's got a big price tag and it's got similar features too. So 64 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes, the same as the 10th generation of the memory, that's what's available here in your 9th gen. Touch ID with the home button. While they got rid of that in the 10th gen, we have it here in the 9th. This is a 10.2-inch Retina display. It's a nice big display, and it's super portable. Truly can replace your laptop, and we're going to show you how you can use this as a little laptop with a keyboard that comes included with this. The A13 Bionic chip, when we talk about chips, a lot of us relate that to computers, and this is very similar to that. It's the engine and the processor, and it keeps this moving. 12 megapixels of an ultra-wide camera on the front, and then an 8 megapixel camera that is located on the back of this. I was giving you some of the differentiations between the 9th and the 10th generation. That camera It's both the 12th megapixel on the front. So you'll see 12 megapixel on both the 10th and the 9th generation. It's an 8 megapixel on the back of this with a 12 on the 10. So I will tell you, it's not that big of a difference when we're looking at the